child, I'll lose appetite. Now, wow, this guy for that place. If like say, I don't touch you small. Anyways, jokes aside. So I think as a filmmaker, you have to be first a storyteller. And I think sometimes storytelling, correct me if I'm wrong, is more important than the story. And why do people think you are who you are because of the story you tell? You are who you are because of the way you tell the story. That's when I hear people say, intellectual property, copy me, don't copy me. You can copy the story, but you can't copy my storytelling style. You can't. So, and also, PSA, your film cannot solve the problems of the world. Your film is supposed to trigger conversations that will solve the problem. You can't solve a 90-year-old problem in 90 minutes. Who you be? So stop all this. You want to put the problem, put the solution, put the narrative, data. 75 story, the one we watch. So see, bro, get us to talk, get us to think. I did a movie on sickle cell, and when they said the story, I said, no, I'm going to do sickle cell in a very bad way. I said, the story is called choke. I said, imagine if the person who they gave birth to is angry and kills everybody that gave birth to him for giving birth to him with pain. So I said, this is not a good story. It's triggering. I said, I want to trigger. That trigger you talk now, I want to. And when I made that film, I knew that film would not make money in cinema. I made 1.7 million in cinema. 1.7 million. All of you didn't watch it. But that film has made 140% of what I spent on it. Because not every film that is for 2,000 tickets. Some films are too expensive for cinema tickets. Some films is the brands that will pay for it. Some films is offices that will pay for it. Some films is your church members that will pay for it. Some films is people that like secret things that watch in the night that will pay for it. Every film is not for everybody. Don't feel the pressure that your film must go to cinema, then Netflix, then in-flight, then DVD. It's not by force. There are several ways to the market. The same way you stay that your story came to you, stay in that thought and ask yourself, how can I now sell this story? So I've said three things. One is not all size fits all. Two is the plating that is more important than the food itself. People will pay for the plating. So yes, you have a message. You want to tell people that, what will I use again? Black Lives Matter. Doesn't mean that's all you'll be shouting in the film. You can subtly put it in the, I think that subtlety is what takes your value higher. Do you guys know that living in bondage, half of it was a gospel story? Do you know that? Someone come and say that sin that the devil raised the man up and landed, say it's heresy. That thing was written from Matthew 4. That whole, go and watch it. He offered him the cares of this world, he offered him protection, he offered him the three things, loss of the eyes, loss of the flesh, and the pride of life. You know your Bible? Deep things. You want a child to drink a tablet, you put the tablet inside a bar. It's all in the plating, in the presentation. So you have a message, it's good, but you're creative in the way you are passing your message across. That's why you are still broke. I'm sorry, because people will not pay for story. The story is not new. Now, what are you going to tell us I've not had before? Woman is poor, she will become rich. Girl is prostituted, man is suffering, woman is beating man. We've heard all the story, but we've not heard it your style. 4 gospels, different men, same story, but different renditions. The doctor guy told it from a medical perspective. The business guy told it from a business, the disciple guy told it from a closer perspective. John, the beloved, told it from a deeper spiritual. You get what I'm saying? Imagine Paul wrote gospel. It would have been different too. All I'm saying is in the plating. So, as much as you want to pass a message across, don't be obsessed with your message. One on campus, I'm sorry, when people come to give testimony, what they call that, a special number, and they're singing, and you don't have a good voice, we say, stop it, just tell us the lyrics, don't sing again. Because the singing is affecting us. If you cannot pass your message in a very subtle, creative way, then just write a document on Facebook and post it. Don't bore us with boring story techniques. Bring the story, plate it well. People are not paying for the story, they're paying for your storytelling technique. That's where the value is. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Bishop. Man, Chris, You guys will pay me for these thunders that are here today.
They have to pay you. Oh. They have to pay you.
Man, this is powerful. Even me, you know, I was have say, I know be like the moderator. I all come the learn. Thank you so much. Please, as we begin to round up this section, investors often prioritize profitability. This is true. How can filmmakers position impact projects to appeal to funders without compromising? You've spoken to it in a way. Kind of expand on it. How can filmmakers position impact projects to appeal to funders without compromising their method? There are sometimes technical people, please help us. There are sometimes you've been in places where you pitch. I mean, I've seen highly impactful stories that were grossly watered down because the conversation is that it's not going to sell. This is what we want to address. They say it's not going to sell. So sometimes the twist of that is not make the of that will be lost. Why chasing the or the profitability? Who is the shrine that came in? Please help us. So how can we still make this film? You know, how can filmmakers still make this film not lose its message? Moses, I know you've done a lot of this, so I know you understand me. The line I really want to...
I understand you.
Thank you so much.
Totally get you. Yeah, totally get you. I think it's a pertinent question, Mr. Roy. Very, very pertinent. You know,
During the break, if you're taking pictures, remember to use the hashtag AFIF2025. It's very important so that we can repost, share with our audiences. Alright? On all platforms, and remember to follow us on Instagram, on Facebook, on subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then Actor Showcase, please remain. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Did I reference this yesterday? Did Uncle Francis reference it today? Because I noticed that a lot of the conversations from Chris Ode, from Uncle Francis, myself, has sort of oscillated around the same things, And I wanted to ask Mr. Bright, that did these people pay? Mr. Bright, is this a free something? Oh, wow. I'm saying this because this is such education that has, taken place here since yesterday. Even me have do learn 18 or 2, So I say this because there's not much for us. It's pretty much, if I say anything about characterization, I think that you had a very immersive conversation this morning with Uncle Francis. But for the sake of this is what I'm supposed to do, I'm just going to reiterate again. Characterization. And yesterday, I think I touched on it. Now, there's a conversation I had with somebody yesterday. Maybe it was you, and I said, oh, I need to have said this yesterday. Was it you? Somebody came to me, and we're talking, and we had a conversation, and I said, I should have mentioned this. And I said, I'll mention it today. I have forgotten what the thing is. I'm hoping that all the 1 million people that came to me yesterday will remember what I said. Titi, I did not have this conversation with you. Yeah, sure. Or even you. Okay. Anyway, moving on. What is characterization? Very simply put, what's the art of it? It's pretty much the art of immersion. Immersing yourself, abandoning yourself to the story. I remember that I talked about yesterday that we touched on some of us who think we can act, but in reality, we cannot act. Some of us who also think that acting is very monotonous, which is you have only a range of
Hello?
This. Yes. Not die.
Hello? This one is the one I should use. So let me use this one. It says, now that this is the one I should use. Okay, I have to finish. Let me not use this too much. So what is characterization? It's the act of immersing yourself into the persona as described in the film, in a story, in a script. Uncle Frank said something that was very, very fundamental, and I wrote it down. He says that when you get a script, you know, it's almost like when you get a script, it's like sexual intercourse. You get pregnant immediately, right? And the script begins to form where? In your mind. So as you are going through that script, you are going through the 9 months process of pregnancy, and you deliver the baby when? Why do you deliver the baby? On set. That's when you deliver the baby. So sometimes you mentioned something I was touched on. Sometimes you get a script that the script does not give you much to work with. Many of us, before I go delve into this, how do you even read scripts? A lot of us just get the role. What is my character? Bimbo. And you are looking for only what Bimbo said in the entire thing. So all you know is Bimbo said, I go to market. And that's what you're supposed to do. And I said, okay, beyond that, what can we do for her? And I said, okay, beyond that, what can we do for her? To show her mind the dark hole she was in. We put her to show her mind the dark hole she was in. We put her in black a lot. She wore black. I don't know when anybody was in that film. She wore black a lot in the film. And the moment she started allowing other people into her life, gradually, her costume started changing. Started having bits of color, till she now had colorful outfits. It was a very, it was a form of characterization, defining, helping us to see her mind without having to say it. Because not everything that dialogue can solve. Sometimes. Not everything that dialogue can solve. Another thing. Oh, your character is the person I mean this is, they say it's not gluten. It's gluton or something. I can't remember. It's not gluttony. It's the end with the Y. It's not gluten. They say it's glutton. Yes, I corrected that. I learned that. So again, that's another thing for you as actor. Your English is not the English. Your English is not the English. You have to learn how to pronounce your words. And I talk about it that accent is not eloquence. They're two different things. They call you to come and you are fine, you can act. When you come and say, this is not on Gumalike. Many of us rely on our beauty and we think that's enough. As an actor, you are the full package. You are the full package. You are the canvas on which people like us will build. So before you drop that tattoo, think about the implication of that, because it might affect casting opportunities or roles or something. Before you start to pierce 10 ears, because you are the canvas. And the only way you can become is that. And don't forget that you have to also know that Nigeria, we work on the budget. Abroad, those things don't matter. Production can cover your entire tattoo. Because they shoot a film for 2-3 months. On a good day, we're shooting for 5 days. No, on a good day, we're shooting for maybe like 3 weeks. On a bad day, 3 to 5. See that time we are using to spend on you to be covering your tattoo? You must be a big deal. You must be important for me to even want to spend that time. So imagine where you know, that's why some people are boxed into specific. Some people always do sultry roles because of how they look. So they have to do more to show that, no, beyond my body shape, I can. What are you presenting on your social media? Those things also affect, how you are characterized, how you are labeled. Okay, physical traits. And also understanding how is my character. What is physical traits? And also understanding how is my character. What is physical trait of a character? Character tall, is the character short? Character tall, is the character short? Does the character have a slouch? So again, if the character have a slouch, So again, if the character is sad, sadness is not just in the face. It's in body. Person does not body. Person does not walks like dragging, but we always rely on the sadness is I do like this, I like this, as if I have cancer. Do you understand? I think that it's important to know that there are so many, and I talked about yesterday, so many ways to express. So many ways to express. Sadness can be seen in the way you drag, the way you slouch, the way you drag your feet, the way you even talk. We can see how life has beaten you just in the way that you are talking. You are so pessimistic. If you watch American, when they're showing somebody that is unhappy, you see that the person is probably like a loner, an introvert, doesn't say a weirdo, some sort. But that's not the only way to express. Because somebody who is an extrovert can be deeply unhappy. So you can be overcompensating by being too happy because you are really, really sad. But that comes from a place of really understanding what is this character asking of me. Because you must ask yourself that question every time. When you get a script, what is this character asking of me? Sometimes you also ask yourself when you are doing characterization, who do I want to channel? I talked about how I stand at different places. Take your everyday interactions for granted because you are learning. I'm sure somebody has done something here today that you found funny. Don't just laugh over it. Pencil it down. When I get the opportunity, I'll mimic this person. I'll do like this person did. I'll talk like this. I'll act like this. I'll walk like this. I'll do something like that. I think that those, don't take it for granted. Those things also help because you are supposed to, through character, channel something. You're channeling the character. And many times, you have to borrow from who you have met, what you know. I talked about how I told Blessing to act like her mother because I'd met her mom. I liked the way her mom talks. And I said, you know what, if you can copy your mommy, it'll be great for this film. And she did that. Because I'm not sure she thought that, because that was her mom, I mean, she may not have thought about it. In Become of Obim, Bisola mimics her mother a lot. And when we did Obim, I said, you know what, I want you to talk like that, Dada, with her mom. I said, talk like that, Dada, for this particular film. When you do all those small things, I always note it down. So when I'm designing your character, those are the small things I design. If you have seen Sister, how many of us have seen Sister? When I wrote the character, I wrote it, fun fact, I was supposed to act Sister. So I wrote it using my exact nuances. How, you see me here talk when I talk now. How I would respond, how I would talk, I wrote it exactly. I wrote it for me because I used myself as I want to play this role. So everything, even though the character was inspired by my cleaner and so many other people around me, I did that, design a dialogue for that. So when I ran Kende Bankole through that, Kende and I have been friends for so long. So it was a joy to see Kende on. Just so that I wrote this for me. So what did I pull from? I pulled from myself, from a lot of other people, but I patch, informing this human being. I carry Auntie Awa, my cleaner, I carry my cousin, I carry my aunt, I shall carry everybody, join them to form this character. But I also must let the actor know that sometimes an actor does not even have this much information. What do you now do? You now come and do it flat? You have to layer it. I was having a conversation with Titi yesterday. She did a monologue, which I'm hoping she'll do again today. And I said, I love the monologue. But there are so many. Think about your character as, when you are doing when you're on life support. How many people have seen somebody's on life support? You've seen it, at least on television. You know that the heartbeat, it goes like this. CG, I've done this CG. When it comes out, as if the twin is doing jaga jaga. That is how your acting should be. Your acting cannot be like this. That means you are dead. It's flat. Your acting has to take us up, down, because our emotions are like that.
your mirrors, that ladies like about come from 1 to 1,000. 1 to 1,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see that you have 1,000 facial expressions. But in your preparations, when you're not filming, how much are you toying with your face? What is she's looking at? Memory. We're shooting Blood Money on Ijesha Bridge. The character I was portraying was struck from Juju House. It ended there. We're supposed to end the shoot once I fall, God comes out of my mouth. But because I found myself by the staircase, and the cameraman, Churchill, was down. Instantly, I started rolling down from that beginning. It was not the director's call. And the moment I finished, the EP, OJ, grabbed me and put me inside his car and took me to his car. Because you don't look at the niceties of who you are. Because you don't look at the niceties of who you are. You said it. Abandon yourself. Abandon yourself. Which means don't act with inhibitions. I'm a fine girl. My makeup with inhibitions. I'm a fine girl. My makeup. If I do this thing now, they will say, what kind of cloth am I wearing? I've seen one. If I do this thing now, they will say, what kind of cloth am I wearing? I've seen where some voice here, actors will begin to analyze me and say, Here, actors will begin to analyze me and say, Look at him here, they'll say, what kind of nonsense costume is she wearing? She don't know, they'll say, what kind of nonsense costume is she wearing? She don't know who she be. But you forget that in the end of that moment is not with you. So what they say, abandon yourself is key. You must leave your status, your ego. We know of one of our fathers who never falls on the ground.
Yes.
Are we ready?
If you're a director, I know that you're expressing.
Yes.
Are we ready?
If you're a director, I know that you're expressing.
I know, right?
Your sense of improvisation as an actor is because, and you know what, I said, this script don't make sense, I abandon this, what I want to say. As an actor, you must think on your toes.
Thank you so much. I don't want to end this session without mentioning this. And if you follow me, you know how I've talked in the past, particularly for hygiene and for women wearing a bra. I think that very key as actors, you must have a black bra, you must have a pair of black tights, you must have a pair of black camisole. Because you cannot come to set with G-string and be expecting that. So you must have different sizes of black tie, the short one that looks like pants, or and you must have a vest. For the men, you must be well groomed. Please wash your boxers and apply roll-on. Always have a gum in your bag, because when you are reading a script with somebody or you are in a close proximity scene, I think that these kind of things are not many times we say it, but as an actor, these are very, very important to us. Personal hygiene. Personal hygiene is very key. Wash your boxers, wear a nice, clean singlet. For women, please have something black. Black pants, black bra, black vest, something, so that, because sometimes, many times, we don't know where we are filming. They can say you should change on the road. So you are ready, because if you're a theater, because I did theater a bit when I was, so we can change anywhere. I change anywhere, I don't bother. I'm not, nothing like I would undress on the road. I don't care, because I'm prepped underneath. So please, those two things are very, very key. There's a difference between John as a boy. That is broadcast. John is a boy. That's announcement. John is a boy. It's different. There's so many. So use something like as much as John is a boy and say it in 25 different ways. Record it and watch back. Record yourself and watch back. Don't watch yourself back as a fan. Watch yourself back as a critique of yourself, not as a fan. And I sabi act too, and I find you are not doing yourself any help. Thank you so much. My time is up. I hope that this has been very useful.
Please,
If you're to pay for this, you know how much it costs now. Come on, don't stop, don't stop. Thank you. Don't stop. All right. How many of you agree that today has been really insightful? We all do, yeah? All right, good. We have other things lined up. So Mr. Brad is going to take it from here.
All right, today seems kind of heavy. I know the actors, once actors are passionate, they don't eat anything. Some people do it on the movie, this one. I beg. All right, so we don't have time. Our next section, that film, you want to watch it. It's a breathtaking film by Tolu Ajayi. You want to watch the film, and the makers of the film are also going to join us online. But actors will give you 10 minutes. So please, the person at the IT, please let our guests know that, please, we want to buy out 10. Our actors need to stretch their leg a little. So you just step out and take your stuff. But you're supposed to get your monologues script sharing. So you're going to get that script. We just want this section to flow. The monologue challenge is happening tomorrow morning. Every actor in the actor showcase, you are going to be a part of that monologue time. So you'll be given script. It means you take that script, go home, do your thing. When we come tomorrow morning, you'll be doing your monologue challenge here with all our people. Then they will select
Hello. Hello.
Okay, well, so I'm going to ask a question. The movie is a success movie. So unfortunately, the producer cannot come here and say a few words. I could talk about the organizers and the people here in the cyclone. We saw feedback that's very good of the technology solution, and it's actually one of the top universities really of the world. It's the highest ranked university in the continent of Europe, so it's not surprising that they come up with the students from other countries. The cyclone is, as you saw, a global engineering platform launched in 2016 by ETH to provide innovation in assistive technologies.